let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm sorry the lighting is always terrible because the windows are over here. But let me refresh my page. I'm a little bit out of it. So I don't know if you guys can hear me. Somebody let me know. Happy New Year. Yeah. So being sick is not fun right now. Obviously, you can hear it in my voice. But hello to everybody who is in here. It is good to see you. Driving to my family Christmas party. So I'm excited to have you live for my drive. Well, I'm happy to keep you company, Paula. Just don't read the chat while you're driving, you know? Or hopefully you're not the one driving. Have you got any alopecia? I mean, yes. But this isn't like an auction. I don't know. I was in the Jax's Jungle live auction last night. Were any of you there? It was so much fun. I just like really adore them. They're so cute. And they're just really sweet people, which is nice too. And they have great plants. Like they actually really just care about their plants. What is going on, everybody? Hi, Mylene. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Justine. I missed last night, was with some friends. Yeah, I figured like a lot of people were probably like out, but since I was sick and I don't really go out either, sometimes I'll go to like a friend's house or something just to like hang out and like watch the ball drop and whatever, but I'm not really like a going out kind of person anymore. Happy New Year to you as well, Catherine. I hope I get better soon. um, it's definitely been really persistent and really annoying, and I was just telling David that it's frustrating because like I feel okay, like mentally, like I want to do stuff, but physically my body is just like that's cute. So I'm sorry that I look like this. I haven't brushed my hair in a while, but you know, it is what it is. I was gonna put on my beanie again, but I get overheated because I don't think I have a fever anymore, but I definitely am like hot and cold. This thing either is like the best thing ever or I'm sweating to death in there. So I don't have anything in particular planned to talk to you guys about. I just missed you and I wanted to say hi. So don't forget to change your chat to the drop down arrow at the top from top chat to live chat so that you can see everything in real time and not get confused. I don't anticipate a lot of people being here today, so it shouldn't get too hectic, and I'm only gonna hang out with you guys for like maybe 45 minutes. So nothing crazy. I don't have any content for you, and I feel bad because I just haven't had the energy to really sit down and film anything. I filmed my December favorites yesterday. Was that yesterday? Or the day before? I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know. But I filmed it and edited it and threw it up like all on the same day. Natalie, you should 100% get one of these. I wanted one. I had my eye on it. They're not super cheap, so I was just like, I don't need it, but like, I'm always cold, and this is literally just like a blanket that you wear with a hood. And they're on sale. I think they're still on sale. The sale might end like today, but it's the coziest thing. They have lots of other patterns, but I mean, we're plant people, so obviously we like the plants. No, they're not still here. They didn't get sick, thankfully. I'm pretty sure that I only got sick because on Christmas Eve with my family, I was holding my niece and I had her on my lap and we were being all cute. She's not even a year yet. And she went to go grab my face, and like before I could even react, she just stuck her whole hand in my mouth after it had just been in hers. And everybody was sick. Like my whole family had just gotten over being sick, so it was unavoidable at that point because David had already been sick for like a week or so before that, and I was fine. I usually don't get sick, so it's kind of hard not to though when a baby just like directly transfers their saliva into your mouth. Oh, it's sold out. That's not surprising. I feel like these sell out really fast, like this design in particular. But I'm sure there's like an email list that you can go on when they come back in stock. I don't know. I'm not sponsored. I tried to be. I reached out to them a long time ago and I was like, hey, I'll promote this for you if you send me one. The worst thing people can do is say no. I think a lot of influencers or like content creators are afraid to ask. I'm not afraid to ask. Like, the worst thing you're going to do is say no. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some pretty cool grow lights this year from a company that y'all probably have heard of, but I'm not going to mention it just because I don't know. But I am hoping that I can get my hands on some of those this year and like get a nice sponsorship with them too. Or at least just get the lights. Like, honestly, I don't need to be paid. I'm happy to just have the lights for free. Looks so cute and cozy. Thank you, Holly. I'm always happy to see you in the comments. I found my first mealybugs last week. You swear by bug boot, correct? Melissa, yes, but I actually don't find it effective for mealybugs. I know that people use it for mealybugs, but I haven't found it to be effective. The most effective thing for mealybugs, honestly, is if you can get the plant under like a sink or a shower where you can blast it. That's going to be your best bet to like physically get them off. And then I just treat with a little bit of alcohol, warm water, and you can throw in a dash of the Castile soap. I like to use like the minty ones because the plants that the pests don't like it. But honestly, your best bet is like a physically removing the mealybugs. I use little Q-tips and stuff to get in all the nooks and crannies. It's tedious, it's not fun, but it's the only way to really know for sure that you've gotten all of them. And if you've cleaned the whole plant multiple times and they keep coming back, you're probably gonna want to take it out and check out the roots because they're probably on the roots, which is another reason why I really love clear containers. And every time I repot my plants now, I really make an effort to use clear nursery containers. So I hope that helps. I mean, mealybugs thankfully don't do a lot of damage unless you leave them for way too long. So you'll be fine. I'll take mealybugs over the fact that I found more spider mites and potential thrip damage in the greenhouse yesterday on my brand new philodendron Dean McDowell that I got from Jax's Jungle. I have it in the bathroom. I've been cleaning it and spraying it. So hopefully everything's okay, but I think I need to get some more beneficial mites up in the greenhouse because it's not all of the plants. It's just every once in a while I'll look at it and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm not doing the thrip thing again. So I went up there last night and I sprayed everything with Captain Jack's, everything. But I think I need to take a break with the Captain Jacks, honestly, because I don't want them to get resistant to it. So I do have my tea here, you guys, and my breakfast too, because my stomach has been bothering me just because I'm all like congested. And it's been hard for me to eat, but I'm hungry. And David made me these really yummy breakfast sandwiches that I'm going to try to eat. So excuse me if I munch while I'm hanging out with you guys. Okay, let me see what other questions I have. You feel free to ask me your plant questions. I actually want to do a new series on my channel. If you guys missed when I posted about it, I want to start it this year. I was hoping to have some pre-filmed already, but like it's just not working out that way. I don't know what to call it either. Like Ask Jax, like I don't know. Like where you just ask me your plant questions and I can sit down and go through them and actually like really answer them. And if you have pictures of the plant, that is even better. I can show them, I can talk about them, I can see them so that other people can see and learn from it as well. And it's really hard to answer plant care questions without seeing the plant as well and like knowing about how you're taking care of it, what environment it's in, yada yada. Okay, let's see, what did I miss? Don't worry about your hair. Yeah, I'm always worried about my hair. I feel like it's falling out, but like that's fine. This looks so cute and cozy. I think everyone is run down at the moment. Yeah, I was run down and then I just got sick on top of it. So it's kind of just been like a double whammy. Happy New Year to you as well, Susan and Marisol. Thank you. Happy New Year, Christy. I'll take mealybugs almost over almost any other pest, but they suck when they're out of control. Yeah, my cabinet, the bottom shelf of my cabinet, is still like pretty infested with mealybugs. If they did more damage than they do, I would have probably resolved the issue sooner. But I just like don't have the energy for it. Because I have to go through them one by one, take them out of their soil, make sure I'm like really thoroughly rinsing them. The hot water or the warm water thing, like I really don't recommend. I think I damaged more plants than anything, and I don't think the temperature of the water even really matters that much. To be honest with you, as long as you're like blasting them off with something and then using, I honestly will just use like a diluted alcohol spray. I spray them down pretty regularly, even while they're just like in the cabinet. And anytime I like water a plant and like just have it there, I have the little spray bottle. I'm like, all right, well, might as well spray it down, can't hurt, right? But I have to deal with the potential flat mite issue too, and I just don't have it in me to do the whole like sulfur thing. I did just order on Amazon the copper fungicide for the greenhouse because I'm noticing some spots on some of my philodendron leaves that I'm not happy about, and I cannot afford for them to like not look good because they need to be propagated, you guys, as so that I can make baby plants for you, and I want them to be cute and healthy. And the heat just kicked on, so I hope that you can still hear me. If it's really loud, let me know and I will shut it off. I'm trying to speak loud, but my voice is like also not fully there, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Thank you, Olaf. Happy New Year. I found my first spider mites on my alocasia and I'm panicking. Help. All right, Vicky. So what you're gonna want to do is rinse the plant off first, like blast it in the shower, or like same thing I said with the mealybugs. That's gonna go for like any pest because you just want to clean the plant off and you want to get rid of any like adult bugs that are just like hanging out on there. And then once the leaves have dried a little bit, you're gonna want to spray it down with either the Captain Jacks or like whatever you normally use, honestly, would be fine. Spider mites are more irritating than anything else. Like they're just very persistent, but they're easy to kill, if that makes sense. So like the alcohol spray is gonna work perfectly fine. I switch back and forth between the Captain Jacks and the alcohol. You can add in, the soap, the neem oil, all of that stuff if you want to as well. I'm just really lazy and I'll just throw alcohol and water in a spray bottle and spray it down, and it works. But the best thing, honestly, for spider mites, if they're being really persistent and really irritating, because they can be with alocasias and philodendrons and other plants that I'm forgetting, calatheas even, beneficial bugs are your friend. They're not as gross as people think they are. You really don't even see them. And you already have the spider mites. So the beneficial mites look like spider mites, but they're not. They eat them. So, I don't know. You have options for sure. The spider mites are so irritating. I honestly never really had an issue with them until I had the greenhouse. And now I think they're all just in such close quarters with each other that, sorry, the window's open, that one plant gets it, I treat them all, and then I think I've eradicated it, and then I'm going through watering them, and I find like more webbing, and I'm like, ah, you gotta be kidding. But on the Dean McDowell, I literally saw them like walking around. They were just chilling, like prancing along on the leaf. I was like, they haven't done a ton of damage yet, thankfully, and it was right next to my Monstera elbow. So like I'm more panicked over that than anything else. So I hope that was helpful. I'm always happy to help with the pest thing. Where do I get my clear pots? I get them on Amazon. I like the square ones, but I also like, you can just, if you look up orchid pots, you just want to look for ones that aren't too slotted because then your soil and stuff are going to fall out. You know, and I like the ones that have the drainage holes like more closer to the bottom of the pot so that it like actually drains out properly. You want to be mindful of that too, because some orchid pots, the slits are only on the side and not on the bottom. So you just want to like go through. I think the ones I have are from the company Repot Me on Amazon. The ones that I put like my philodendrons in. But I do have a really nice glass, like a clear glass one that I got from my friend Kayla at the Plant Ward in Worcester. I don't know where she got them from, to be honest with you. I don't know if they're available online, but I love it. I love the look of the clear glass. It's just really nice. I just had mealybugs on my linears. I used alcohol and Q-tips, and then I sprayed it down with a mixture of alcohol and water. I think they are gone. Yeah, you did the right thing, Sandra. Just repeat the process every like 2 weeks or so until like you literally don't see them anymore, because the amount of times I thought I got them all and there were still some eggs left behind somewhere, and like a week or two later there's more. There's going to be less and less every time that you treat it, but with any pest you can't just treat it once. You have to like make sure you're getting like the whole life cycle. Like that's the irritating thing with thrips, is that they lay their eggs in the leaf tissue. So even if you take care of all the adult thrips, 2 weeks later you're going to have a whole new batch of them. So if you have really damaged leaves from thrips, just toss them, like cut them off, toss them. If the plant wasn't expensive, just throw it out and get a new one, girl, because it's going to create so many problems for you. I hate mealybugs, and I've also used the alcohol and soap and sprayed them down. Yeah, just be careful. Don't use regular dish soap. Make sure you're using pure Castile soap, because there are harsh chemicals in dish soap that can burn your plant. So make sure you're getting like the Dr. Bronner's or like whatever other brands of the Castile soap there are. And they're on Amazon. It's really easy, or you can pop over. I know Whole Foods carries it. I don't know if any other like market, like local places carry it, that you can get it in person, but they do have it at Whole Foods if you want to spend like a little bit more and not have to wait for it to come on Amazon. So yes, you said it before I got to it. Use Dr. Bronner's peppermint and alcohol, because the peppermint or the tea tree soap are good because the pests also don't like the minty. So what happens, why the soap is good, is because it'll actually like coat the pest, the bug, and like it kind of suffocates them, which sounds really messed up, but we're trying to murder them, right? So it's like, and it's funny for me because I've always been the kind of person that like saves everything. Like if there was a spider in the apartment, I would catch it and put it outside, but I do not have that mentality at all when it comes to pests. I'll be clapping gnats in here, no problem. What do you do for fungus gnats? That's a good question. I have a tickle in my throat. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, we're good. I can breathe. What do you do for fungus gnats? I'm trying mosquito bits right now, and I think it's helping some. Yeah, the mosquito bits are definitely on all of my plants. It's not a cure-all. They're really irritating. I'd say there isn't one like fix for fungus gnats. You kind of just have to do all of those little things that add up. So like the stickies help, even though they're so ugly and I hate them. They definitely help. They help more to like kind of diagnose your problem too. And honestly, if I hadn't had yellow stickies out a year or so ago when I had my first thrip outbreak, I don't know if I would have been able to identify that it was thrips without actually seeing them on the sticky, because they look different than fungus gnats. So the stickies are really good for diagnosing the problem and for seeing how big your infestation is. And if you have like one plant in particular that they seem to always be coming out of, then putting stickies in that plant is definitely going to eradicate like a large portion of the adults, but you still have the eggs to worry about. So that's what the mosquito bits are for. Every time you water, they dissolve a little bit if you use the ones that go on top. And it kills like all of the, I think it kills the fungus, if I'm not mistaken, which is what the gnats are attracted to, but I'm not exactly sure. And then they have those contraptions like the catchy bug that I've been wanting to pick up, but I just haven't yet. I don't know, you guys, what am I forgetting? I know there's other, what do you guys do? I know there's lots of other things besides just like clapping them all day. But the mosquito bits are definitely my go-to. They don't get rid of it altogether, but they help. Top dressing helps, bottom watering helps, putting sand on the top of your plant helps. Cinnamon is really good to just help keep the fungus off of the top of the soil too, which is more better if you've got little mushrooms growing and stuff. You can put some cinnamon on there. So, no, Jacqueline, you're the best. Happy New Year and many more. I watch all your videos. I was sick a lot this year. Praying for health and healing. Me too, girl. I hope that you don't get sick this year again. The warm water bath is not recommended anymore. Yeah, that's not surprising to me. I mean, but that's why I did it for you guys, so that we could actually see if it was effective, so that you guys don't have to damage your plants. Just let me damage my plants for you. I just heard on Betsy Begonia that someone was having a heavy mealybug outbreak and couldn't get rid of them. They even found mealybugs in the electric socket. That is disgusting. How is that even possible? Oh my god, but you know what that reminds me of? Fungus gnats, you guys. Fungus gnats can live inside your sink. They live in the drains. Like, that's disgusting. So I'm always finding them in the bathroom, and I'm like, what the hell? There's no plants in here. And apparently they like to live in the drain. And there's something you put down there, like vinegar or something. I don't remember. And like baking soda or something, or I saw it on the internet and I was like, girl, that makes so much more sense now, because I could not figure out why there were fungus gnats in my bathroom every time I was washing my hands. I'm like, where did you come from? There's no plants in here. So, but yeah, in the electric socket, that's nasty. That's how you know you've let it get out of hand. Kind of makes me feel better, I'm not gonna lie, because I would never let it get that out of hand. Okay, let's see. Hi, full of foliage. Can hardly hear the heat and can hear you. Okay, thank you, Justine. I appreciate it. Hi, Sarah. Sorry, I'm really behind. I'm just trying to catch up because David's not here to help me with the comments. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Holly. I definitely don't feel like I look pretty. I'm a hot mess, but my eyelashes and my eyebrows are growing, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't have to wear as much makeup, which was nice. Do you have plans for your channel, or will that be a video? I'm not sure what you mean. I have lots of plans for my channel. I wanted to ask you guys too what you wanted to see. Thank you, Sarah. This is the most comfortable thing ever, but I'm also starting to sweat a little bit with this tea. Best not to use full strength soap diluted. Oh yes, for sure. For sure, for sure. I have a couple of videos on my channel too where I'm talking about like killing mealybugs. And I go through like everything and show you exactly what I do. There's lots of information out there. You always want to dilute everything. I use the tiniest little bit of soap. Mosquito bits every time you water for like 2 months. A little goes a long way. Yeah, I'm lazy. I don't make the tea. I just put the bits on the top of the soil. So there's that. Hey, Jessica. 150 plants in one room, and I might see one gnat every few days. You know what, Natalie? You don't need to brag about it, okay? Oh, hi, Skylar. I love you too. I'm gonna cry. I miss you. Yeah, just keep on going, Justine. I know it's a battle. It's always an uphill battle with the gnats, honestly. I feel like there's nothing I can do about it to a degree. Like, they're just kind of always there. And the stickies are really ugly. really, really ugly. Skylar, how are your plants doing, girl? We gotta get you another one. Let's see. I spray insecticidal soap on the top of the soil at almost every watering, and it works great to eliminate fungus gnats. Yeah, when I do the Captain Jacks, I spray the top of the soil too, and I think that helps, but I don't actually know if it does, so don't take my word for it. Do I use the same thing for scale? Ooh. Girl, if I ever find scale, I usually just throw the plant out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Scale is disgusting. And if I have a plant that has like a lot of foliage that has scale, I will just remove every single bit of the plant that does have scale on it. And yes, I will treat it the same way, either with the Captain Jacks or I pretty much only use the Captain Jacks or the alcohol spray with some soap. I have a catchy and I love it. It works so good. Yeah, I was thinking about getting one for like up in the greenhouse because that's where most of them come from, and I've been airing it out in there because like I said, I've been seeing a little bit of what I think is like fungal spots on some leaves, which is letting me know that it's the air circulation is not great in there, and I couldn't find another like small clip-on fan like the one that I have. I ordered one on Amazon and it came and it was like this big, and I was like, that's I probably should have read the dimensions. And I went to Home Depot to try and find the same one that I have, and they're like, yeah, we only sell fans in the summer. I'm like, but so I don't even know where to go to get a fan. Do you guys know where I can go to get like just like it's a desk fan, but it's still like the one I have up in the greenhouse is still like a pretty decent sized fan. I wanted to get another one to put on the opposite side so I can get some like cross ventilation going on there because I can't leave it open all the time. I left it open because I sprayed everything with Captain Jacks last night. I definitely have. You know how long getting a catchy has been on my list for? Like literally since they came out with the product before like everybody even knew about it. I reached out to them too and I was like, hey, you should send me this and I'll promote it. And like they never answered me, so that's fine. But I just never got one, and I should and review it on my channel if you guys want me to. I'm more than happy to. Hi, Adina. I see you and Chris going back and forth with the love, and it's nauseating, and I love you both, and I want to squeeze you at the same time. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for hanging out from Sweden. We appreciate you being here. Okay, let's see. What am I missing? What am I drinking? Girl, I got my, this is my cream of Earl Grey from David's Tea. It's my favorite tea. I have it every morning with my oat milk creamer. And then David made me these cute little, like, eggy bacon sandwiches, turkey bacon. I don't eat, pork. And, like, I'm trying to eat them because they're so good, but my stomach is just like, no. You know, when you're like, not to be gross, you know, you're like phlegmy and everything, you have a nasal drip, and it's gross. I don't like it. We miss you too, girl. I need to come and squeeze you. This is gross, but at my old work, there were gnats and flies that came out of certain toilets. It was so gross. We had to figure out which stalls were safe to use. Ew. That's so gross. Not if you hit it with vinegar. Gnats no more. You mean the sink? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but like I don't know what I hate more, fungus gnats or the smell of vinegar. That's one of those things too, like that is preventing me from doing the sulfur treatment because I don't really have anywhere to like keep the plants that are like where it's ventilated. Like David's gonna hate me if the whole place smells like rotten eggs for a month while I treat all my Hoyas with sulfur. I don't mind the smell of it. I'm weird, but most people hate it. Most people hate the smell of neem oil too, and it doesn't bother me. But the neem oil that they sell for plants smells exponentially worse than the neem oil that they sell just like regular essential oils that I actually use in my skincare. So there's that. Neem oil doesn't always smell that bad. Please don't taste it. It's not good for you. It has bugs in the soil. They are white and they moved the soil around and things were flying. I panicked. I don't do... Girl, what? You have white flies? Does your mom have any like outdoor plants that she brought inside from like the balcony or something? That's weird to have inside. I'll get you some stickies. I know you don't like bugs, boo. I'm sorry. You're probably overwatering it, or the soil is staying moist for too long. So like that's usually the number one reason why we have fungus gnats is because um the soil is moist. If the soil, I'm an underwaterer, so I don't really have an issue with it with majority of my plants. I think it's mostly up in the greenhouse just because it's so moist up there. So water it a little bit less. Make sure that the soil is completely dry, right? Because it's just a Dracaena. It'll be fine. Honestly, I didn't water my Dracaena for like a month, and it's still alive. Like I could not even kill it if I tried. So oh, there goes a fungus gnat. Speak of the devil. Yeah, girl, I would just not water it for a little while, let the soil dry out, and they should go away. I swear by using diatomaceous earth on top of the soil, that is the only way I ever got control. I've been wanting to try that. You know, I've been following Harley G for like, it feels like a million years, like since she started on YouTube. And she's always using it and always talking about it. And I looked into it and found out what it actually is. It's just like fossilized plankton or something like that. So it's totally natural, and there's actually like a food grade version of it too. Like you can eat it and like detox your body, or I don't want to, but it's totally safe. So there's that, because I'm not into using like pesticides that are harmful, chemicals and stuff, because we're inside. I do see the white mold when I use bits in the soil, but I just take the chopstick and stir it in. Yeah, it's gross. I don't love it, but you can do the tea. If you take the mosquito bits and soak them in the water like overnight and then take them out, you can just water with that if you don't like the way that looks. I'm pretty lazy about my plant care. You guys know that. So I just throw them on top of the soil and call it a day. I wasn't into Hoya before and didn't get it, but then I got a Hoya Rosita cutting and fell in love. I just got a Crimson Queen. She's beautiful. I blame you. I'll take the blame. I'll happily take the blame, Vicky, because I didn't understand it either at first in my like plant journey. Because for those of you who don't know, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, for those of you who do, I actually found a picture of my first aloe plant that I got like way back. I think it was like 2015 or like 2016 or something. So I was like, damn, girl, you've had like your plants for a while, but I did the succulent thing for a couple of years, and I only had a few because I usually killed them, but I successfully kept a couple alive and learned how to propagate them. And then once I started propagating, forget about it. It was like all downhill from there. I just became completely obsessed with plants, and I genuinely never understood the appeal of foliage plants. I just always thought succulents were so much cuter with their different colors that they can have, and like their chunky little leaves, and how beautiful the rosette shaped ones can be. I don't understand why people hate succulents so much. I literally love them. I have so many in these windows. It's crazy, and they're some of my easiest plants. And then I went to a street fair with my mom for my birthday one year, and there was this little booth where they had some little plants, and she had some cute little foliage plants all potted up, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy those, and I did. One of them was a Hypoestes. Nobody told me that I would kill it, but I did, and that was it. I started going to Home Depot like once a week and just like buying anything and everything that I thought was cute, even though I had no idea what it was. And I killed most of them. But I learned so much in the process, and Home Depot will take back your dead plants and give you your money back. Do you know how many times I went back with a dead plant and then just used the money to go buy another plant? The lady at the return thing like started to like we knew each other. Like we knew each other. It also didn't help that the Home Depot was right across the street from my old gym in New York, and I would go to the gym in the morning and I'd be like on this like endorphin kick and then just be ready to go buy plants right after. It was a really bad combination. Okay. What am I missing? Okay, I read that one already. Diatomaceous earth is fantastic. Yeah, I should try it. Sulfur smell is the worst. I know. David is in the bedroom right now. He's just laying down. He's also not feeling well. We're both sick, and he's not as crazy as me and didn't want to be on camera, so I can't blame him for that. I don't mind the sulfur smell either. No, you know what? When I was a kid, I always liked the smell of like matches after you blew them out. And then somebody was like, "Oh, that's the smell of sulfur. That's weird. Most people hate it because it smells like rotten eggs." But I also used to, don't judge me, I used to actually like the smell of a skunk from like a distance. You know, when you know that like it was like way over there, or you're like driving in the car and it hits you just a little bit. Girl, nobody told me. Everybody said I was so weird when I was a kid, and now I think about it, nobody told me, and that's what cannabis smells like. It all makes sense now, right? Let's see. Yeah, so somebody brought in some white flies, boo boo. I'm sorry. How do you get rid of them? I'm trying to think of like the easiest thing that you might have at home already. I don't know. I'll text you later. Jacqueline, you've helped so many of my plants and you don't even know it. Well, thank you, Kelsey. Hopefully I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry. I'm happy to help. I forget sometimes that like I can help people with the information that I have because you might be newer to certain plants that I've had for a long time. So, what would you like to do more of on your channel? Plant care, plant shopping. Typo with the hoe. That's okay. You know what's weird though, girl? I have a hard time typing after I cut my nails. So like I don't do the fake nails, but my natural nails, except for this one, always breaks. Get really long because I'm lazy and I don't ever cut them, and I get accustomed to the long nails when I'm typing on my phone and stuff, and then when I cut them, I feel like I cut off my fingertips and I don't know how to type anymore. I want to do more like fun stuff on my channel. Like I've been trying to think of like things that I don't see other plant channels doing because I feel like there are so many new channels and that's amazing. I literally love watching like new people figure out the YouTube thing and I love helping them too. Like I love to support smaller YouTubers that are just starting out. I love to do collabs with smaller YouTubers that are just starting out. Am I out of focus? And stuff like that, because when I first started, there were so many amazing people that were already like pretty well established that helped me and were so sweet to me and very helpful like with the advice and stuff. And I'm very blessed to still have friendships with a lot of those people and be able to still reach out to somebody that's as big as like Kaylee Ellen to be like how do I deal with this like drama, like you know what I mean, like she's just so good at it. But it's nice I try to like make sure that it's a nice happy community as much as I possibly can. So I definitely want to do more collabs, like way more collabs. I want to do one like every month or like every other month because they're not a lot of work on my end necessarily, but it's a lot of work just getting it all organized and giving people a deadline and making sure that they have enough time to get it filmed and that they have the right information that they need for their part in the video. So if there's anybody that you guys want to see in my collabs, I have a few people on deck for the next one. Definitely always let me know. I'm not afraid to ask. Definitely not afraid to ask. So I want to do more fun stuff for sure, like anything different. I came up with a couple of pretty good ideas, I think. Anyway, the one I'm most excited to film is my unpopular plant opinions because I know I'm just gonna trigger a bunch of people and piss everyone off, and that's kind of the point. It's just to have fun with it. Like people take things way too seriously, so I think that'll be fun. Definitely get food grade. Is the food grade one you're supposed to use on plants too for diatomaceous earth? Sorry, I'm all over the place. We buy DE by the 50-pound bag at a local agricultural store. Use it to treat mites in chickens for ants too. Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, all you sweet people, I wish you all a Happy New Year. You as well, Holly. We always appreciate you being here. You are very loved and appreciated in this plant fam. Succulent is hard for me. Always die. You know what happens? If you don't have the right lighting conditions for them, it's just like impossible to keep them happy. They need that bright light or it's just not going to happen. I know I went on a tangent and I don't remember what the point of the tangent was, so. Did I take a Rona test? I didn't, Olaf, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it is because I haven't felt like this since the last time. Oh, I hate you. I haven't felt like this in years, and I don't really get sick, so there's that, and it kind of feels the same. It's just like in here and not really anywhere else. Speedy recovery. Thank you, Chelsea, but Kelsey. Okay, I'll remember. I'll try to remember that. How do you feel about different plants with the same needs being potted together? I'm thinking of combining some of my plants for space and aesthetics when I move so I can get a more wild job. Yeah, go for it. Who's spamming me with weird stuff? Thank you, Adina, for being my moderator. I think I can just kick this person out completely. I can put you in a timeout. I don't know why people are like this on the internet. What was this? What were they even saying? It's always like the weird links. Oh, hey, baby. Always the weird links to inappropriate adult content. Yeah. Thank you for being my moderator. I don't have any moderators, so. Well, hey, look, I caught up to the chat. So if you guys have any more questions about anything, I am here. Oh, your house setup is a dream. I love it. It's a mess, honestly. Like, I feel so cluttered right now. I put everything up on here to get it off of the table so that we could, like, eat at the table when his kids were here and everything. And now I just don't know what to do with this stuff. I have a whole box of Hoya that I don't know what to do with. And I just got a new, like, spray thingy. I don't know if you could see it. The pump sprayer. Right here. And I used it yesterday to water all my plants up in the greenhouse. And it's a game changer. I don't know why I didn't get one sooner. Hope you feel better soon. Everyone is sick. Thank you, girl. Yes. Unfortunately, it hit me. I wasn't able to avoid it. Crash is sitting in Tigress's spot, and I'm just waiting for her to realize it and get mad about it. Do I have any New Year's resolutions? So, you know what, Justine? I'm not really like a resolution person. I don't like to set like any unrealistic goals for myself. My goal every day and every year is always to just keep getting better, be a better person, be a better plant parent, be a better cat mom, like all the things. Like there's always room for improvement. I think the main thing for me when it comes to my plants is like just getting it together. Like I have a lot of plants that I want to get rid of that I'm just not in love with and they're taking up space, and I would rather have that space open for plants that I do love and want to take care of, because I feel like when you have a bunch of plants, hi baby, and you don't like really love them, you don't want to take care of them, and it kind of just like ruins the hobby. Are you gonna say hi, or are you just gonna hi? I love you. Yeah, it can get overwhelming when you have a bunch of plants that you're not really like in love with. So there is that. Personally, I've been trying so hard to get like consistently back in the gym, but it just seems like every week I'm like, all right, this is it. We're gonna go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like I used to, and everything's gonna be good. And that's what happened to me this past week. After Christmas Eve, everything was fine. I felt fine. I felt great, actually. I went to the gym Monday morning, did a leg workout, came home, was fine. It wasn't until like later on in the evening that I started to get this like tickle in my throat. And I didn't know if it was just because I was overtired, because I do get like inflammation in my throat when I'm overtired, and it can get a little bit scratchy. I wish I had my tonsils out when I was a kid, but that wasn't like a thing that they were doing then anymore. They don't really do it much anymore. So like I just have to live with these golf balls in my throat. So when I get overtired or run down, my throat will get a little bit scratchy. So I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if I was going to wake up the next morning fine, which is what usually happens, or if it was going to get worse. And it got worse. So there's that, and here we are a week later almost, and I feel worse. It's weird, like yesterday I was okay, today I don't feel okay, later I might feel okay. Like it's very confusing, to be honest with you. Like I just couldn't breathe last night for the life of me, so I'm pretty tired. He is a gorgeous boy. I know, don't bite me on camera. It's not nice. He looked like he wanted to eat my hand. He doesn't know how to say don't pet me, so he just bites me when he doesn't want me to touch him. Let's see. Yeah, so those are my New Year's resolutions if I were going to have them, but that's would have been my goal regardless of the time of year. I want to get my prop boxes cleaned out, and I want to get my philodendrons propagated. I was thinking last night that I might chop up my Jose into individual nodes and grow out some little baby plants for you guys, because baby Jose's are just really cute. And mine was an import, so like I kind of want to just start over with it. Imports are irritating. I got one several weeks ago. Love the sprayer. Yeah, it's a game changer. Honestly, I was watering my friend Liz's plants while she was like moving her stuff back and forth from Connecticut to South Carolina, where she moved, and she had one, and I was like, I gotta get one of these. Like, this is so much easier for like the smaller plants. For the bigger plants, I still use the watering can because it'll be there for like 10 minutes with that little sprayer. But it's so good for my Hoya cabinet because the thing is long, so you can get all the way in the back. And for the greenhouse, I spilled way less water than usual watering my plants yesterday, which was really nice. So highly recommend. Got it on Amazon. It was super cheap. It's only a gallon, but I used 1.5 of them, and I watered all my plants up in the greenhouse, so I'm not mad about that. Love your content. Would love to see something on how to propagate a philodendron tortum. I got you, Mary. I honestly think that the tortum is the easiest philodendron in my collection, to be completely frank with you. It is one of my favorites. It gives me zero problems whatsoever. My like number one word of advice for philodendrons and monstera and plants that you're afraid to propagate is to air layer it first. So get yourself some roots while it's still on the plant before you chop it, and then you're giving yourself that security of knowing that it's going to be fine. But honestly, I bought my tortum no, actually Karen gave me my tortum. I tried to buy it and she wouldn't let me. She gave me a cutting of her tortum, and it was in moss. Like, she just rooted it in moss, and it's literally one of the easiest philodendrons that I have. So when it does come time to propagate mine, I'm more than happy to show you how I do it. But honestly, I'll probably just chop it and throw it into moss. So, although I've been doing a lot of water propagating lately, and it's been very successful, surprisingly. I agree with all of that. It's good to be realistic with goals. I think so. I think a lot of people, like, how many people do you think joined the gym today? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's a new year and you, like, you know, fresh start and whatever, but I'm a really big believer in, like, you can do that at any time that you want to. If you wake up one day and you decide you want to make some changes with your life, you absolutely should. Like, we should never be content. We should never just be okay with, like, where we're at, in my opinion. I think that, like, as humans, we should always be evolving and growing and trying to learn and be better, if that makes sense. But that's just my opinion. Um, and that's something that, like, I do, because if I didn't, I'd probably lose my mind. And I actually just really genuinely love the gym. I don't love my gym here. I miss the one I went to in New York, but there's not as many good gyms around here, right, bub? We need to take you to the kitty gym, you chunky. What do you want? I love you. You're being a good boy. You hanging out? So if they can't see you, you're just staring at me. You gotta show your little cute face. I love it. It's the cutest. Or did you just want more of my egg sandwich? This cat loves eggs. How are your houseplant seedlings doing? Vicky, that's on my list of things to film. They're doing so good. And I want to give you guys an update on that, like the newer ones, the older ones. And she sent me, the owner of the company, they're really, really sweet. Like the cutest couple on the face of the planet running this small business. Highly recommend getting your seeds from them. They don't just have houseplant seeds, they have other stuff. I got like lemon balm and eucalyptus, I think, too, and stuff like that to try and grow. So definitely recommend supporting that business if you are looking for seeds, because they're just like the nicest people. And she sent me a whole new thing of seeds that I wanted to go through with you guys and get them potted up, or like, get them going. So I'm excited to grow lemon balm again, because I love lemon balm. Tea is so good for you in so many different ways. I used to drink it for my skin. And then my friend moved out of the house that he was in with his parents, where they had a little garden in the back that I would tend to because nobody else wanted to. And I enjoyed growing some kale and lemon balm and just easy stuff like that. I can't wait to have a space to be able to garden one day. Like, that was always my dream. I literally never thought that I would get into houseplants. I didn't understand the concept of houseplants because they're not medicinal. And for those of you who don't know, I have my degree in complementary and alternative medicine. I wanted to go to school for herbalism. I chose dietetics instead because I thought that that would be like a better career path, and I ended up just like not really liking it. So that is another thing I want to do in the new year, actually, is just get back into learning about herbal medicine. I have tons of books and stuff that I would love to read and get to know more herbs more intimately than the ones that I am familiar with now. I'm a really big like plants as medicine kind of person, so I just didn't know what the point of all of these toxic plants were. Like, you can't eat them. There's no medicinal value to literally any of them except for like maybe a couple of cacti and aloe plants. But yeah, there's that. That's my spiel. I'm happy to finally make it to a stream. Well, I'm happy to have you here, Mel Mel. A few days ago, I ordered a burrows tail, string of pearls, and a pickle plant. I'm nervous. Girl, don't be nervous. The thing I'd be most nervous about with the burrows tail is the leaves falling off, but they're really easy to propagate. So, and the string of pearls, you are going to want to make sure you give it lots of top-down light, and you should be fine. The pearls are going to let you know when they're thirsty, they get wrinkly. So, I'm not worried for you. You got it. I got my tonsils out in my 30s and it was the worst. Yeah, I don't want to do that to my body, but I also hate it. It's not fun. Love your jammies or sweatshirt. Girl, it's an Udi. It's literally like you wear it. It's got the biggest pocket in the world. I love that it has like cuffs too, which is like much more comfortable. And it's got like this fleece. It's Sherpa, cruelty free, and a hood. So it's Oodie. I think it's Oodie. Hoodie without the H. If you Google it, you'll find it. But apparently this pattern is sold out, so. They have lots of other cute ones though. I like the avocado one. I always heard that it's so much worse if you do it when you're older. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it. But my oldest brother had his tonsils out. He was like part of that last group of kids who they like did that to, because like that was a pretty routine thing that they did if you had like, you know, chronic inflammation the way that I do. I'm pretty it's because of my allergies. I used to get allergy shots, but my immunologist is in New York, so there's that. I do need to go and see him though. He's like the best doctor ever. So it's like an old school family doctor, you know. He walks in and asks me about my. I walk in and he asks me like about my grandma and my aunt and my cousin. I'm like, I love it. Let's see. So happy I was able to catch your live. Thank you for answering my totem question. You're welcome, Mary. Always happy to help if I can. Thank you, but it helped a lot, so worth it in the end. Yeah. It's okay to be content with yourself. For sure. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean like that you shouldn't be like happy with who you are and where you're at. I just think that we should always be striving for more, you know. I've got some coleus seedlings on, and I'm so excited to watch them grow. I think some of mine are coleus. I don't remember. One of them looks really weird. It looks like an alien creature from another planet, and I'm excited to show you guys. It's the perfect time to start lemon balm seeds indoors, actually. Is it? Good to know. Thank you for being here, Olaf. Happy New Year. And hopefully it's not too cold in Iceland and that you can enjoy your night, day. I don't know what time it is, girl. I'm sorry. Cissus quadrangularis has medicinal value. All right, I'll take your word for it, but I will never own a cissus plant. Oh, crash. He pooped and it smells. I'll never have another cissus in my life. I hate those things. They're beautiful. They're just really irritating to keep alive. I had my tonsils removed in my mid-20s, and I was never more thankful. It was a rough few days, but so worth it to not be sick all the time. You know, Paula, I don't get sick. They just get inflamed. Like, they're always inflamed. You can see it in my videos if you guys, like, look when I turn my head. This one in particular is usually always, like, sticking out a little bit. So there's that. I'll look forward to you sharing your herbal healing secrets with the rest of us. They're not secrets, you know. I'm weird. I take all the gross medicine like this. This is one of my favorite brands, actually. Gaia Herbs. So this is a throat spray that has echinacea, golden seal, and propolis. I think it has oregano oil too. I'm a really big fan of oregano oil, but I've been taking my vitamin D. I usually need to take it again, and all the other good stuff. Today was the first day I gave in and took something that wasn't natural because I couldn't breathe. I took some Mucinex to help clear me out, hopefully, but we'll see what happens. The cissus is more like a cactus or a succulent, I think. It's not like the stupid ass cissus, it's like a cactus. Oh, okay. I can mess with that then, but I'm still not gonna like eat it or anything. So there's that. Oh my gosh, you guys have been here for an hour already. Definitely don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave. Leave me like a regular comment in the comment section too. It helps. The algorithm lets YouTube know that people are engaging with my content and that they like it. Well, they might hate it, and they might be telling me that they hate it in the comments, but it's still engagement. You guys, I got a hate comment on somebody else's channel. Like, for real. Do you remember my video that I did with my hate comments? One of the people in those hate comments left me another hate comment on somebody else's channel. I'm like, girl, get over it. You're like, I'm taking up way too much space in your brain. You need to stop. Thank you for being here, Petra. Are you taking ginger, lemon, chamomile, and honey tea? I swear by it for inflammation. It's yummy. I don't have, I have tons of tea. But I don't know if any of them are ginger. I actually have a juicer. I like to juice my own ginger and take shots of ginger. And David thinks I'm crazy because he hates it. Oh, whose channel? It was Svetlana's channel because she mentioned me really quick. Because she made a joke like, it's fine, you know, and then she was like, oh, I sound like Jacqueline. And I thought it was cute. It was funny. We're friends. Like, it's a thing, you know? Like, adore her. Like, she's one of the sweetest, funniest people, like, period. She's just, like, Svetlana. Like, who doesn't love Svetlana, right? So I just happened to be watching a video that was, like, not even a newer video. It was just, like, her unboxing all those, like, rare plants that somebody sent her. I went to the comment section just because she mentioned me, and I was like, ah, you're cute, you know? And I like to see if there's anybody in there that I know, because there's a lot of crossover with people who watch my channel and people who watch her channel. I was just thinking, too, I would love to do another collab with her soon, because I feel like our personalities are, like similar to a degree. Like, we have a similar sense of humor, so, like, we just mesh really well in videos together. So there is that. I love her too. She's really cute. Fresh grated ginger, fresh lemon slices, and you know what? That sounds like a lot of work. I do love ginger though, and I love lemon. I'll juice my ginger. I put in turmeric. I do golden milk at night with the turmeric, which helps me with my allergies and my inflammation. I wanted to order like some quercetin for my allergies and my lungs and everything too. But I like the what was I saying? Yeah, I love Nicole. Nicole is one of the people that like really helped me out in the beginning. Like she's really sweet. I mix my ginger with turmeric, cayenne pepper, black pepper, lemon juice, and I'll dilute it with just like a little bit of water. Sometimes I'll juice like a little bit of like orange just to sweeten it up, but it's definitely one of those like things you take as a shot and it just kind of like wakes you up, you know. It clears you out, wakes you up. Ugh, I hate peroxide. Let's see. I am finding some people miss the kind genre. Yeah, it was weird. Like the video, what cracks me up about it, I'm gonna do it in my next hate comment video. I just don't have enough hate comments yet to do another one. That's not an invitation either. But the video in question was like almost an hour long, and she mentioned me for like less than 10 seconds, and that was like the one thing that you had to say about the whole entire video. Like, girl, get it together. Like, come on. Seriously? Yay. I freaking adore her accent and her language lessons at the end. Yes, she's adorable. And hilarious. She always makes me laugh. You are such a hard worker. We appreciate you putting out content even when you're not feeling well. I hope you get better soon. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. Hi, April. I don't like peroxide. That's nasty. But I do feel like I might have a little bit of an infection going on, so you might not be wrong. The oil of oregano helps with that, though, so hopefully. Hi, Danny. You're okay. I'd help Mom dig holes and transplant some. That's okay. That sounds like fun. Water Devil's Trumpet. Is that an outside plant? I'm really bad with outside plants if they're not like medicinal plants. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. It is nasty. Well, I'm probably going to get going here, so if you guys have any last minute questions or things you want to say, now's the time. I'm going to blow my nose because I haven't this whole time. I'm sorry for the loudness. But I appreciate you all so much for being here because I missed you, and I'm hoping that this coming week I'll be able to sit down and film some stuff without like sounding like this, but I'll probably still sound like this. So there's that. My mom is like better and her voice still sounds like this. So I'm going for an Epsom bath. Oh, I'm jealous. I don't have a tub. So thank you, J Rad Art. I couldn't read it. I'm fine. I don't need glasses. I hope you feel better, Jacqueline. Please get some rest and take it easy. Yeah, I'm gonna play some video games and chill. I appreciate this as well. It's nice outside and I'm cleaning up the back patio. It's nice to have chatter in the background. I'm happy to be your chatter in the background, girl. It is nice out here too. It's like kind of depressing that I can't do anything, but it's also a Sunday. I don't like going anywhere on the weekends because I avoid people. I tend to do like my errands and things on like weekday, like early afternoons when there's less people out. But there's like always people out this time of year anyway, no matter what the day. I'm doing some Warzone right now. What is that? Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate you saying video games and coffee. And it's one of those days. I mean, it's a holiday too, and everybody's like off work tomorrow, right? I heard the post office is closed, which is good to know because I was gonna I have an overdue Christmas gift for my cousin out in Texas that I haven't sent yet. Oh, Call of Duty. I'm not into the first person shooters. I'm just like not good at it. I liked like the old school first person shooters, like the GoldenEye 007 game was like one of my favorites when I was a kid. But I'm really bad with the camera now, where it's just like you can go all the different directions. We've been playing Diablo a lot. My friend is sending me a Nintendo Switch, which I'm really excited about because I love Mario Kart, Mario Party, and like all those old games that I used to play on my Nintendo when I was a kid. So there's that. Hopefully I don't lose my life to that game. What was that game that everybody was playing? Crossy something. Oh yeah. Well, Skyrim is like one of the best games ever. So there's that. Definitely one of those. I'm kind of like a chill. I like chill games or like button smashing games. I don't Animal Crossing. That's what I meant. I knew it had cross in it somewhere. What in the hell is Crossy Road then? Is that even a thing? I need sleep. I need sleep, you guys. I don't know. I've never played it either, but everybody was playing it and I felt left out. And I've wanted a Nintendo Switch since they came out, and it was just one of those things that like you don't need it, so like I can't spend money on it. I mean, like, it's what I should tell myself with the plants too. Like, you don't need it, but at least I can like make money back on plants. So I did get a plant in the auction last night for Jax's Jungle, and I'm pretty excited about it. So stay tuned for some unboxings because I have a box coming from Ginger's greenhouse next week, or this week rather, towards the end of the week, and I have a box coming from Jax's Jungle. So if they get here at the same time, maybe I'll be able to do like just a big old philodendron unboxing, because like realistically no, there's a philodendron, and 2 monsteras. So now you guys know. Spoiler. But unless you were in the auctions, then you already know. I didn't know you were still in here, Chris. I'm really excited about my Nintendo Switch. You don't even know. You're crazy. But I love you. And I'm excited about another plant that Chris is sending me that I'll unbox with you guys because I had only ever seen it on Fern's video one time and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. And I wanted one ever since then. So that's a thing. I swear I'll send it this week, girl. Don't worry about it. I'm just bored. I'm so bored. Like I don't know what to do with myself. So I've just been killing stuff in Diablo and leveling up my characters and making them badass. I love unboxings and philodendrons and monsteras too. I don't know if you guys have noticed lately that I've been on like kind of a philodendron monstera kick lately. I got discouraged with my Hoyas because of all like the mealybugs and all of the stuff going on and them just like not really growing. So, and just growing slow and being like annoying when it comes to like inventory and propagating. So I was like, you know what, philodendrons and monstera grow so quick that I'll be able to have like way more inventory for you guys next year, hopefully. So I'm hoping to have the shop back up around like mid-February. I'm saying, yo, excuse me, rude. Probably like around Valentine's Day or something. Maybe I'll revamp the website. I do have a couple of things still on there, but nothing exciting. So I treat my Ripsalis like my Hoya. Yeah. Question: do I treat Ripsalis like a Hoya, or do they need more frequent watering? I find that it depends. But yeah, I treat them like succulents essentially. But they'll let you know when they're thirsty too. Like they're very forgiving. They'll get pretty droopy, and you can tell that they're thirsty because Ripsalis have a way of kind of just like sticking out everywhere. David and I were just laughing at the Prismatica that Adina sent me early last year because it's crazy. It grew like these new things at the top that are just like, hey. Like I don't know what it's doing, but it's really cute. But yeah, I'd say like treat it like a succulent or a Hoya. But it's going to depend on the size of the plant, like where you have it, what you have it in, yada yada. But you know all that already, so just keep an eye on it. Really is my best advice when people get a new plant and they're not sure. And this is what I do. Like you water it once and then you just keep an eye on it and take note of like what the plant looks like and what it feels like when it's been well watered, and then take note of like how long it took for the plant to go dry or like look limp and sad, and then that's your window. That's how you know like, okay, I need to water it once a week or I need to water it every other week. And I group mine together, so like, you know, everything that needs to be watered every 5 days gets watered on the same day, and everything that needs to get watered once a week gets watered on the same day. Everything that gets watered every other week gets watered on the same day, and so on and so forth. So most things get watered every 7 to 10 days in here, except for like the calatheas and stuff like that, Maranta. Although this time of year they don't dry out as quickly anyway, so there's that. Yeah, they get droopy. They're very forgiving, and they're really easy to propagate if you do like lose a couple of pieces if they fall off. The new one that I got in the bedroom in the skull planter is so stinking cute. I'm obsessed with Ripsalis. I love them. I have a hard time remembering all their different names, but they're really cute. They're super underrated. They're jungle cacti, so I would say treating them like a succulent is the best way to go. Philodendrons were my first outing into more specific house plants. I was scared I'd kill plants after a long break, but you helped take a lot of the anxiety away. I'm happy to help, Vicky. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's all trial and error. Do not buy into the whole like green thumb thing and like people being better at taking care of plants than other people. Like it's really not that deep. It's really not that complicated. Like they're just plants. Like just you learn as you go, and that's normal. That's why I encourage people to just like practice on the cheaper plants from Home Depot like I did before you start investing your money in more expensive, like larger plants that would devastate you if you killed it. But it also happens. That's the risk of having plants. is why it's crazy to me that people spend like thousands of dollars on one plant, because there's no security. Like there's no way to know what's gonna happen. Like you can do everything right with that plant and it can still die. Like something tragic can still happen. That is horrifying. Horrifying. My plants dry out more quickly this time of year. You know what? Mine used to as well when I was living at my mom's and we had like the old school like dry heat with the radiators. But I used to eradicate that by putting jars of water on top of the radiator, and it's like you're making your own humidifier for cheap. So that's a thing. In the bedroom, I think they're not drying out as quickly anymore like they used to because of the humidifier. It's very humid in here most of the time. David complains about it, but the plants really like it. To the point where like we have to keep the fans in the windows because it gets really stuffy and humid in here. So, oh my gosh, the Swamp Bitch, that's a fantastic name. I'm late, but I'll rewatch. Happy New Year's, everyone. May this be the year of extreme plant growth for all of us. I hope so. That's why I got so many philodendrons, because they grow much faster, and they're so satisfying. They're so satisfying to grow. You play Fallout or BioShock? Those are really good games. I haven't. I've like watched other people play them. I'm an avid video game like watcher. I like to watch other people play games because certain video games actually like increase my anxiety, which is a thing. I think it puts me into like a state of fight or flight, and like it's not healthy for me. But I am a really big fan of like RPGs for that reason, because they tend to be a little bit more like chill and like slower paced. The game I probably play the most is The Sims. And I don't care if that's lame. I stopped caring if it was lame a long time ago. I've been playing since I was 12. I've never stopped playing. I might stop playing for like a couple months at a time, but like I always go back to it. And one of the reasons why I love it so much is because I enjoy building and decorating. So it allows me to do that. And I enjoy that. Yes, I'm glad that I'm not the only one that plays, because I didn't know that it was like, I don't know, it was like kind of a guilty pleasure for me for the longest time until I got more into like YouTubers and like watching stuff. And there are so many like people my age that still play and build, and I will be literally building stuff while I'm watching a YouTube video of like Deligracy or something, like also building stuff. So I like Simsy. She's cute. You'd love Animal Crossing then. Probably. I like those, just like, what do they call them? What's the name of that style of gaming? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I play like SimCity like on my phone and stuff too. Like I just like the more like passive style games over most other, which is why Final Fantasy was always my favorite. So the turn-based RPGs were always my favorite for sure. Aside from like button smashing games, I like fighting games too. Well, they're fun. We play Tekken all the time. Have you seen the green princess philodendron? Mine is gorgeous and grows like mad. She actually needs repotting. My green princess and my Brommarks are the craziest, fastest growers. I don't know if I've seen it, honestly. This is just like a regular green philodendron. I've seen the orange princess, or like the persimmon, which sounds way too fancy for orange. And they're kind of underwhelming, so I don't really know. That type of philodendron irritates me, so I don't know why I have like 5 of them. Their leaves come in so stupid. But my pink princess right now is like stealing the show. She's gorgeous. So, oh, I just read that. I like the creative games too. I used to legit be addicted to Minecraft, and I would literally take hours to... You know why I couldn't get into Minecraft? I think it's like the graphics are too boxy and they're not like realistic for me, because so many people have told me that over the years, that like because I like building so much in The Sims that I would like it in Minecraft, but I wasn't into it. I wasn't. So there's that. But I guess I like more of like the realism of The Sims, and they're coming out with The Sims 5 at some point, maybe potentially this year, and I'm pretty stoked about it. If you guys want to play The Sims, if you've never played it before and you're curious, it's actually free to download now, The Sims 4, which is pretty cool. So if you've never played and you wanted to, now is a good time to start. There's a lot of really fun like custom content that you can download from these people that like go like they really go in hard with like decorating some really nice stuff if you want to make the living room of your dreams on the computer. It's very compact and seems to only grow from the base. I feel like I know what plant you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure. So there's that. And also I said I was only going to be on here for 45 minutes. I should have known better. I just like hanging out with you guys. So there is that. I watch you while building and other plant YouTubers. Well, that's nice. I like that. I made a witchy house last night. Did you put it up on the gallery? Leave me your username if you did. I'd love to see it. I built a house one time in a game that was stunning, like absolutely gorgeous. Like I still think about it, and I lost the whole entire thing, and I was like devastated. I couldn't build anything after that for the longest time because I really like HGTV. I watch it too much. Probably not so much anymore. I don't watch a lot of TV here. I just binge watched Emily in Paris on Netflix though, and it was really irritating. Like the new season was do you guys watch it? It was so irritating. I'm excited for this week though. They're finally coming out with season 2 of Ginny and Georgia. It only took like 5 years, you know. I'm being dramatic. It didn't take that long. But Netflix is irritating like that. Like you're gonna make me wait a year for just like one day's worth of me binging a TV show and then leave me on a cliffhanger for a whole entire another year. It's really irritating. Like if these are your most popular shows, like just put a little bit more effort into putting them out faster, you guys. I didn't watch Wednesday. Is it good? I keep wanting to. I've only been watching Netflix for the last few days just because like I'm sick. I'm normally not like sitting here binge watching anything anymore. Like there's too much work to be done, to be honest, to be doing that the way that I used to. So no, I like the lighthearted, easy to watch stuff that still has like a little bit of something different, something interesting. Is she like a detective or something? Like I was just confused by the premise of the Wednesday show. So I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm getting hungry now and this sandwich is staring at me. Loved it. Can't wait for season 2. Well, you'll probably be waiting for a long time because Netflix sucks. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I will literally sit here and talk about like TV shows and movies and music and video games all day long if you don't stop me. So thank you, Xandra. I really, really appreciate that, and I 100% need it right now. So like, I will take all the prayers. I will take all of the good vibes. I will take all of the healing energy. All of it. Go eat and rest, lady. Yes. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Chris. I love you guys. I love all of you. You're amazing. For real, real. Oh, wait, I can use my emojis when I'm in here. Look at crash your pants, crash your pants, crash your pants. Look at how cute he is. He's an emoji. I love it. I want to make one of Tigress. But that's another thing I've got to work on is my what are all of these? My logos. Face with blue star eyes. These are fun. Cute. Okay. I'm gonna go before I get distracted by all of these emojis that I've never seen before. YouTube has its own emojis. Is that the Cookie Monster? It looks like the Cookie Monster, doesn't it? Game over. These are cute. Is this poop? Oh my gosh, it's poop. Okay, I'm gonna get distracted. Anyway, I love you guys so very much, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me. And I hope you all have a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and hopefully I'll be seeing you soon with some fun planty content. Okay? Okay. Bye.